The first game being the Tennessee Titans visiting the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are currently 3.5-point favorites. Who we got? The first game without Nick Chubb.
Yeah. I'm going to rock with the Titans here. I think the Titans are such a good team against the run. I think Deshaun Watson has showed he struggled to pass. I think it's going to be a rough day for the Browns. I know the Browns defense is elite, but I think Derrick Henry is going to have a big day.
I completely agree. I got the Titans. I think they're going to continue with what they did last week with a big win, get another one this week.
What you got?
I just think there's no way Cleveland doesn't shape up. I feel like Deshaun Watson's got to play better. He's got to play better. And I know Nick Chubb's out. I like the way Ford looked. I don't expect Kareem Hunt to play much if he even plays at all. I'm still taking Cleveland.
Here's a crazy stat, by the way, guys. The Titans have not given up a 60-plus yard rusher since week, I think it was 3 of last season.
Wow. That's crazy.
Which is crazy. But their secondary sucks. Consistently has given up hemorrhaged yards to the fucking passing game of whatever team they play. If there was ever a game for Deshaun to get it right, this is the opportunity. And I think the Browns' defense is way too damn good for Tennessee to score many points. I'm taking the Browns on this one. Okay, next up, we have the Minnesota Vikings at home against the Los Angeles Chargers. It's pretty much a pick'em game. The Vikings are currently 1.5-point favorites.
This is rough because their season's on the line.
Both of them. Yep.
And I hate to do it, but I'm going to rock with the Vikings here.
Wow.
I just think their offense is going to be too much for this Chargers defense. At home, I'm going to rock with the Vikings here.
I'm going with the Chargers. I know, like you said, they're both 0-2. I just don't see the Chargers going down 0-3. I feel like not all of us had high expectations, but obviously we didn't expect them to be a bad team, and going down 0-3, pretty bad. Their season's kind of chalked at that point.
I'm going with Chris here. I'm going with Minnesota. And the fact that Minnesota only ran the ball 9 times last week, going up against the worst pass defense in the league, I think Justin Jefferson's going to go for 200 yards and a couple touchdowns. I could see Minnesota winning this game pretty convincingly. I could see the Minnesota defense holding up better against the Chargers offense than vice versa. So I'm going Minnesota in Minnesota.
I feel like I've dug myself into a hole so far with the Chargers that, like, I kind of have no choice but to pick the Chargers in this game. So I'm going to rock with my guy, Justin Herbert. I don't feel great about that pick because I do think Kirk Cousins is going to go for like 485 touchdowns in this game. So it seems like what's going to happen. Yeah, that's what exactly. It's just too many touchdowns. It might be too much, but yeah, I'm gonna rock with the Los Angeles Chargers in this one, but ever so slightly. It's going to be a high-scoring game, probably the highest-scoring game of the week. All right, next up, the New York Jets at home against the New England Patriots, and you guys are currently 2.5-point underdogs at the moment.
Well, I mean, the Jets have lost the last 14 straight games against the New England Patriots. Do they break the streak this Sunday? I'd like to think so. I'm going Jets because I'm a Jet fan. And no, genuinely, I think being at MetLife makes a big difference. Finally playing a 1 o'clock game where the Jets are used to playing. They got off to 2 straight games where the Jets usually aren't in prime time. This year, obviously, in the hopes that Aaron Rodgers was playing, they were in prime time. So I think getting back to more of a normal schedule for them against a division rival, a team the Jets are familiar with, I think the Jets and Robert Saleh are going to have an extra chip on their shoulder to get it done this Sunday.
So it says John Franklin Myers didn't participate in practice. Do you know what the injury is with him?
I don't.
Or if he's injured at all, or if he just got a rest day? I have no idea what.
I'm not sure.
It just said
I'm not
did
too concerned. I think the Jets have enough D-line depth that it'll be okay. I know John Franklin Myers is a huge piece of that, but I think a bigger concern for the Jets is how the secondary played against the Cowboys last week and how they let CeeDee Lamb get 11 catches.
Yeah, I don't think you got an issue with that, brother, man. They're playing against Devontae Parker.
No, I understand that, but it's still concerning to see a guy like Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed both collapse in the way they did. Michael Carter not playing his best game on defense. I'd still look for them to hopefully have a bigger game than that.
I'm going to go with the Jets. I don't feel good about it, but I just think this Patriots offense is going to have problems against that Jets defense, and I think Zach Wilson will do just enough to squeak by and get the win.
I agree. I think the defense is gonna have a big game today, Sunday. It's obviously gonna be a defensive game because both offenses kind of reek a little.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets.
I don't like this game.
No.
This is probably the biggest toss-up of the week. I'm gonna.
Their over/under is 36.5, which is really fucking bad. I'm gonna pick the Patriots. I just think Zach Wilson against Bill Belichick is just a wreck waiting to happen.
You're just waiting for 4 picks to be thrown?
It's a train wreck waiting to happen.
But you looked for them to run the ball a lot more than last week. Brees Hall had, 5 touches last week? You expect Dalvin Cook and Brees Hall to both have pretty big games. I think this is Dalvin Cook's breakout game for the Jets.
I mean, that's fair. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Patriots here. I think they do just enough. I think it's a big game from Hunter Henry, and because they're not throwing to none of those fucking receivers.
So random.
I know, no, I know, but who are they throwing to? The tight ends have to go crazy.
Yo, Hunter Henry's going nuts.
Hunter Henry is single-handedly gonna beat the
I think they
Jets.
put up 20 points. Yeah, he will. Honestly, at this point, I think they put up like close to 20, and the final score is like fucking 17-10. Or something like that. So
it's gonna be a really sloppy game.
yeah, for sure.
Sloppy.
Happy tappy.
All right, next up, we have the Buffalo Bills traveling to Washington. The 2-0.
Come on, bro.
The 2-0 Washington Commanders at home, against the Buffalo Bills. They're currently 6.5-point home underdogs.
I want to do it so bad.
No.
I want to do it
No.
so bad. They're sold out again. Like I've been saying, it's a new era
Do it.
of Washington football. But I just think the Bills are too much. I'm gonna go. I took in my pick'em pool where I pick against the spread. I did take the Commanders plus 6.5. But for a pick'em straight up like this, I gotta take the Bills. I'd be foolish not to.
Yeah, I feel like this is a lock. It's gonna be the Bills. I don't see the Commanders going 3-0.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you on the spread. I would probably take the points for the Commanders, but I do think the Bills win this football game.
I'm gonna take the Bills quite.
That was zesty.
What? I'm gonna take the Bills quite convincingly. I think Josh Allen is gonna beat the Commander. Why are you making fun of me? What am I doing?
Fuck it. I'm taking the Commanders.
Oh, shit.
Fuck
all right.
it. I'll take the Commanders. I'll take the Commanders.
All right.
This is it.
Sam Howells is gonna be his.
This is his true test.
This is a true test.
This is his true test.
I said it on TikTok.
And the streets need it. I need it.
What do the streets need it?
The streets need to see that Sam Howell was that guy. And
My
he's
bad.
going to prove it. He's going for over 300.
Excuse me.
Going for 3 touchdowns. He will beat the Buffalo Bills on his back.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. Let's go, Commanders. Come on.
Well,
So Terry hasn't been getting the ball all too much, right? That's just a question.
I feel like it's been spread out.
They've been spreading it out. They've been getting the tight ends involved a lot. All 3 of them: Logan
All
Thomas,
3 of
Cole
them.
All
Turner.
right, well,
and,
breaking news. Literally, right now, Logan Thomas is out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
That
Oh,
we're
you
talking
gotta
about
say
it
that
right now.
Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard.
Yeah, I was really hoping for Damian Lillard
Nah,
right now.
it's just Logan Thomas.
Yeah, Logan Thomas is out for the game. He didn't participate.
Okay, all right.
That's kind of crazy. Out
But
of all the time that he could have
talking
been rolled
about
out,
literally the
it's
tight
2
ends.
minutes that we're talking about the Commanders.
It was
Yeah,
the 10 seconds we were talking about the tight ends.
But
Yeah.
Cole Turner's been good. Mr. Bates has been good. Eric Bieniemy has been scheming shit up. I sent it in the chat, actually. I don't know if you guys checked it out. There's this guy on YouTube, the quarterback school. JT O'Sullivan is the guy who runs it. He just breaks down quarterback film. And he broke down both Sam Howell games, week 1 and week 2. And just some of the play calls that Mr. Bieniemy was throwing out there was very, very Kansas City-like. He was, getting the guys open in space, really scheming them up. So he's worked wonders for this team. You know what's really crazy? Those quarterback breakdowns, for Sam Howell, C.J. Stroud, Tua, Brock Purdy. Everyone else, about 20 to 25 minutes. Guess how long Justin Fields' week 2 analysis was?
Oh my
I
God.
saw that.
An hour and 30 minutes.
My God. It was wild. When you sent that, I was like, does he do hour-long breakdowns for all of them? I click on it. It's like 25 minutes, 27 minutes, 22 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah, he went for an hour 30, bro. And I watched that whole thing.
I bet you did.
oh my God. I
Nah,
watched the
shout
first.
out to that guy because he's fucking killing it.
Yeah, those breakdowns are incredibly impressive.
Trevor Everett. Hey, it's Sam Howell's biggest fan. That's what he says.
He is he has been stamped as the Sam Howell.
Where is your Sam Howell jersey?
It's in the bag.
Wow, we should have hung him up.
We should have.
Aaron's been here for way too long. Aaron played 4 snaps
Aaron
this
might
season.
need to stay up.
I
there.
think he does need to stay up.
Why?
There.
because
Show respect.
We have to show respect for him.
It kind of just makes me sad.
No,
Well,
we gotta leave him up there.
That's
bro.
unfortunate, Dean. It's our tribute to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that
We
that
could,
jersey
like-
even exists.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next game?
Yeah. Next up, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at home against the Houston Texans. Currently 8.5-point favorites. I think for a good reason. I think this is the get-right game for Trevor Lawrence and the Jags' passing offense. I think Trev has a big day, and I think the Jags win pretty handily.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Pretty sure Derek Stingley just went on IR too. So per Sam, hopefully he gets back soon. But I think the Jags offense is just going to be too much for the Texans. Shout out C.J. Stroud though. Brother is balling.
I think CJ Stroud's playing great.
In my opinion, he's been the best rookie quarterback. I don't think it's really a hard mark to.
Agreed.
I really liked what I saw out of Anthony Richardson before he got his concussion last week.
I was about to say it's tough to grade
Yeah,
Anthony Richardson.
I don't know. I
because he
just
only
think
played a game and like 2 drives,
He
right?
hasn't had a throw through 2 games of more than 20 air yards so far. They're keeping him underneath, which I understand, but
And then he
That's
keeps
just-
getting hurt.
Yeah, I mean C.J. Stroud's been ripping that thing though,
CJ
and ripping it with anticipation too, bro.
third most pass
Rip it and
attempts.
rip it.
Third most pass attempts through a player's first 2 career games, I think, in NFL history. Or it might have been overall the third most in NFL history through 2 games, which is fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean,
That
and it
hurt.
hasn't
That hurt. That really hurt.
it hasn't been all great for CJ, obviously, but like he's a rookie quarterback, so on a rookie quarterback on what looks like a rebuilding team, you just want to see as many flashes
Yep.
as possible. And boy, is he showing flashes. He looks
so
incredible.
He looks so good.
Boy, is he showing flashes.
All right, bro.
Boy, is. All right,
Kid's a little
but I'm
fairy.
taking the Jaguars.
We're all taking the Jags.
Yeah.
All right, next game.
Freaking sprinkle some fairy dust, why don't you?
All right, bro.
Next up, the Colts travel to Baltimore to face the Ravens. Obviously, if they're traveling to Baltimore, we know who they're facing. The Ravens are currently 8.5-point favorites.
There's another
Again,
game.
for good reason.
It's a legacy game, formerly the Baltimore Colts. This is a big one for them. Traveling to their home state.
I think
The
that-
motherland.
I think that the Ravens absolutely dominate this game.
Agreed.
I think if Anthony Richardson ends up playing,
He's not.
that's not
He's
true.
not. He got ruled out.
He's
Him
Just
and
like
Bryce-
just now?
Him and
Yeah,
Bryce got ruled out like
He's ruled
20
out.
minutes.
He
Okay.
hasn't even practiced.
So I'm taking the Ravens this week.
Yeah, it's the Ravens.
So you were gonna take the Colts?
Oh, Sweezy says it's really
Yeah.
zesty in here today.
Hell yeah.
You were gonna
It
take
always
the
is.
Colts to beat the Ravens?
Yeah, now I'm forced to start Baker Mayfield because I didn't start
Whoa,
Brock Purdy
what do you
last
mean
night.
forced? What do you mean forced?
What?
Baker's a baller.
Technically,
Yo,
he is
I
forced.
picked up
But,
I
like,
picked
it's
up
not
Yo,
Ryan
bad.
please
Tannehill.
talk into the fucking mic.
I picked up Ryan Tannehill in our dynasty league, and I ended up having 6 quarterbacks for a second.
That's
hot
horrifying.
Second.
That is terrible.
Well-
this is what we can't allow when we go super
I have-
flex.
I
What do
have
you mean for a
5 right
second?
now.
Who'd you drop?
Ryan Tannehill.
No. Anthony Richardson went on
Picked
IR
him up
for a
and then
second.
dropped him immediately.
Richardson.
No,
so
you guys were the only 2 who made fucking waiver moves this week. Who'd you pick up? Kendrick Bourne and who else? Who was the other
No,
guy?
I dropped Kendrick.
No,
Bourne.
but you picked him up too. Bro,
you
I
picked 2
picked him
people up and then dropped them
and
immediately.
you were the only other person who made a waiver
Yes,
move, and you
I
picked up Tannehill and
I
dropped
picked
him.
up Davion Wicks.
Yeah.
and dropped.
Well,
him.
because
There were 3 waiver moves in our dynasty league this week, and all 3 of
All
them
three are
got
no
dropped
longer
immediately.
on the roster.
bro, I have 5
And
quarterbacks
it's
and
not
I'm
like they were
starting
dropped
Baker.
for someone else either. They were just dropped.
He picked up up Devontae Parker and dropped Kendrick Bourne.
Yes.
It
Yes.
sucks.
Okay.
It sucks.
I still have Devontae Parker
I have Stafford
What?
on my taxi squad, but if I take him off, I can't put him back on.
Why'd you drop Kendrick Bourne?
because I didn't care.
Now Volpe
He sucks. He sucks. His snaps went down like convincingly, like a lot. So it's pretty clear Devontae's the like number one
I mean,
there.
he got 9 targets last
So
week.
David
Yeah, I know,
Montgomery's
still.
still not ruled out, and he's still practicing this week. That's pretty nice.
I don't think he.
Speaking of David Montgomery,
What?
the next game.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Atlanta Falcons travel to Detroit against the Lions. The Lions are currently 3-point favorites. Who do we got? This is tough.
Very.
It's the Falcons, man. It's the Falcons. That offense is going to run the ball down your esophagus and make you choke on it.
Oh, shit. Jesus. That
Hell
sounds
yeah.
so hot.
Bijan Robinson.
Sound effects.
Look, Bijan Robinson looks electric through 2 weeks. And I think this Falcons defense has really impressed me. Obviously, on paper, the stats aren't the best for the course of the game, but they've made some timely stops through 2 weeks. Jesse Bates has been the best safety in the NFL, and David Onyemata has been a huge difference maker. I'm rocking with my Dirty Birds, man.
Jeff Okuda's back.
I'm gonna go with the Lions. I feel like they lost in a heartbreaker last week. I feel like they get their get back this week. Plus they're home, so
So it looks like Amon Ra's not playing.
I'm taking the Falcons.
Or
instead.
he probably will end up playing, but he has turf toe, so
That's rough.
that's a really bad injury for a receiver, especially to play through with his short area quickness and stuff like that. If he was healthy, probably would rock with the Lions, but given that he is injured, I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons. They start the season 3. What the fuck is happening?
Just keep talking.
They start the season 3-0, which is wild. Why can't I be involved? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Why is that up there for you?
I don't know.
He goes up on ESPN. Next up, all
Who are you
right.
taking, Dean? The Falcons or the Lions?
I'm taking the Lions.
Okay.
Next up, the Green Bay Packers are at home as in pretty much a pickup game. A pick.
They're playing at the Y.
They're meeting an owl this week.
Fucking mess. In a meeting an owl.
You're playing 7-on-7.
In a pick'em game
I'm gonna play QB.
against the New Orleans Saints.
Please talk into the mic. bro.
not to talk to.
In,
What the fuck is wrong with you today?
bro, just talk into the mic, please.
You like forcing things into other guys' mouths? Is
Look
that
how
what
me
you
and
like to
Trunks
do?
talk. We talk directly into the mic.
So
You don't have to put your mouth on it, but talk.
Can, but
You're talking
So-
like this, bro. They're not gonna hear you like this.
the
Black
Green Bay
beans.
Packers are 1.5 point favorites against the New Orleans Saints at home. I'm taking the Saints. I think the Saints travel to Green Bay and take this game. I think Derek Carr has a big day.
I think
And I think
the
Jordan Love gets exposed.
Packers were really missing Aaron Jones last week, so I'm gonna say this. I think if Aaron Jones plays, I'm taking the Packers. If Aaron Jones doesn't play, I'm picking the Saints.
I'm gonna take the Packers here. I think Christian Watson and Aaron Jones are on track to play. Derek Carr is
Jones is not.
okay. Christian Watson.
Christian Watson is.
Okay. But Derek Carr has looked painfully mid so far. They're at home. I expect to see a lot of Lambeau leaps.
Yeah, I just.
I'm
don't-
taking Green Bay.
Really. I think this is the
Really?
Kendrick.
Really? Yeah. No, I'm lying.
I think this is the. So all 3 of you pick Green Bay.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trunk said if Aaron Jones plays.
Trunks kind of took a cop-out answer, but
Yeah, you gotta stop doing that, Trunks. Just pick.
Have I done it before?
You did it multiple times today so far.
When?
You've been like,
You're being gaslit.
If this guy plays,
really am.
I'm on Ross.
When did I
Another
say-
guy. You just said that before.
Oh no, I was taking the Lions either way.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Okay, Josh Reynolds, wide receiver 1 season.
Didn't you just say that about the Lions? Didn't you say Pompano doesn't play?
It's gaslighting. He's gaslighting me, bro.
That's crazy.
That was you.
I don't like this.
The Saints are gonna beat the fucking Packers, and it's the Kendrick Miller game. That's what this one is. All right, next up, the Miami Dolphins are at home as 6.5-point favorites against the Denver Broncos. I think the Dolphins handily win this game.
Agreed.
Dolphins, baby. Fins up.
Waddle.
He might not play.
Fuck.
Pretty sure he's concussed.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Dean, who are you taking?
There's not even an update about Jalen Waddle. Yeah, he's not playing.
Taking the Dolphins.
Yeah, you are.
Pretty
good
easily, I think, too. I have zero faith in Denver to do anything good ever.
Wow.
Honestly.
That's insane.
Yeah.
0-3 start for the Broncos in this case.
Like, they've just shown me nothing over the past. I know they have a new coach now, but everything kind of just looks more of the same, if we're being honest.
No, I agree.
You know?
They've scored a little more.
Sick. They're giving up more points.
Yeah, they're getting killed.
Like, thanks, Sean Payton. You really talked all that just to suck.
I mean, the offense is good
It's
in the first half.
It's not good enough.
it's
Well,
not
it's better than last year. Last year, the offense wasn't good for 2 halves.
4 quarters for all 4 quarters.
Progress.
Now it's good for at least 1.5 quarters.
And now Nathaniel Hackett gets to coach Zach Wilson. Congrats.
I'm sure he's so happy.
Congrats, Nathaniel.
All right, next up, the Seattle Seahawks, 5.5-point favorites against the Carolina Panthers. As you said before, Bryce Young is not playing. Andy Dalton will be the starter.
Let's go, Andy Dalton. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Andy.
I'm also taking the Seahawks pretty convincingly. This is actually my best bet in my pick'em week. Seahawks -5.5.
I'm taking Carolina.
I wonder if DK is playing.
Why
Did not
are you taking
participate in
Carolina?
practice.
You think Andy Dalton has the juice?
Yeah, I think Andy Dalton proves to everybody that he deserves to be the best backup quarterback in the league.
Best backup quarterback in the league.
DK is not on the injury report, so.
Really?
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 Kid doesn't believe us when we speak.
No, thinks I'm lying.
Did not participate in practice. That's the only reason I'm saying that. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks pretty handily. Next up, Kansas City Chiefs. Wow. Okay, so these 2 games back-to-back are 12.5-point favorites for these teams. Kansas City Chiefs are at home against the Chicago Bears. 12.5-point favorites, as I said. I think the Chiefs win by more than that. Especially with the whole Justin Fields situation that's happening. Oh, my God. And the whole defensive coordinator stuff that's going on at the current moment.
Oh, yeah, he did some.
He's fired. He's
stuff.
gone. The FBI raided his
I don't know
house.
what you have to do to get your house raided by the FBI, but it's probably
He
bad.
said you look like Andy Dalton.
Thank you.
That's so,
That's not a compliment.
like, not only
Well, I
is it
think,
not
he meant, I
compliment-
think he meant you look like Andy Dalton. He said, Trunks, you kind of favor Andy Dalton.
I think that's what he means.
That's
Probably.
definitely what he means. That's
I've gotten
probably
Sam
like,
Darnold before, too. Forgot who told me that.
Probably like a combination of them.
Like if they had a
if
baby.
they had a kid.
And had curly hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sleazy acknowledged that my Buccaneers agenda is looking good so far. Thanks, Sleazy, for remembering that.
That being said, the Chiefs are going to absolutely demolish the Bears this
Yep.
week.
Agreed.
It's not even going to be close.
Yeah,
No.
it shouldn't be close. But if we were to go back in time and do our fantasy football starts of the week, I would say fuck you, Mike Williams. And I would say Justin Fields is the start of the week because people are getting panicked about Justin Fields. I think you got to just trust the process. Eventually, he's going to start running like a madman. And I think this is the game. He said he's going to stop being a robot and stop thinking so much and just play.
Patrick Mahomes made a comment about it. He said he told Fields, the media was asking him a question, and he said, stop thinking. You have the talent. Just play. So, yeah, maybe the guy takes the advice of the
What a
greatest
boost!
quarterback of all
What a
time.
boost of confidence to hear that from the GOAT.
Don't
So-
think.
Sometimes just trust your instincts. Yeah, don't think. Don't think. But
Thanks,
yeah,
Pat.
so definitely taking the Chiefs all around. And then I think this is another one that we all know who we're picking in this one. The Dallas Cowboys travel to Arizona, and they are 12.5-point road favorites, again, for good reason. Unfortunately, the whole Trayvon Diggs situation really does suck. Wishing a speedy recovery to Trayvon Diggs. Changed the whole slight outlook of the Dallas Cowboys. But anyways, yeah, this week is an easy one, and I'm taking the Cowboys to win by like
87.
close to 30.
They're plus 60 in their first 2 weeks of the season in point differential.
Yeah,
They're pretty insanely
no,
good.
they're plus 60.
All right.
That's crazy, man.
It's 70 to 10.
Yeah,
Yeah, taking Dallas. Sorry, Josh Jobs.
Yep.
they're probably going to be plus 100 after 3.
Oh man, you're taking them birds.
It's a trap, bro.
It's not a trap. I
They have the
promise you it's
49ers
not.
next week.
I promise you it's not a trap.
bro.
It's not.
No Trayvon Diggs.
You're overthinking it.
The Cardinals are at home.
You're overthinking it.
He's
I'll take
gotta
the-
say with that
I'm gonna
being
take
said,
the
I'm taking the
Cowboys,
Cowboys.
but-
Okay.
This ain't the one. I could see it in a different world, but this ain't the one.
Agreed. If it was a slightly better team,
Yeah. No, that's ain't it. This ain't it.
yeah, I'm taking.
Maybe like if they were playing the Panthers and Andy Dalton was there.
It's really crazy. There
They
really
beat the
aren't that
Cowboys.
many like terrible teams in the league this year. Arizona's one of them.
Yeah, I agree. Next up, Pittsburgh Steelers travel to Vegas to face the Raiders.
Sunday night football.
How
This is
terrible is
indeed
that, bro?
The Sunday night football game.
How terrible is that? We get the Vikings at Chargers at fucking 1 o'clock when every other game is going
So
on.
sad.
And to cap off our night, we have to watch the Steelers and the Raiders play football.
I wish the NFL schedule was more malleable to where they could just switch things up because
Yeah.
for the consumer, that's just bad.
It is late season.
I don't want to watch the Raiders. I'm sorry. There's no world where I want to watch them.
How
And the
terrible is
Steelers just had a primetime game.
Yeah.
So,
Makes,
like-
it makes no sense.
That
Really,
is the second
the
of
schedule this week is whack as
And not for
hell,
nothing,
bro.
I know Tampa Bay's 2-0. Don't really want to see Tampa Bay versus Philadelphia either.
Yeah, no. They,
Yeah, I was about to say
the
that.
primetime games this week are even last night. That shit was garbage.
Bro,
Yeah,
I didn't want to watch Saints freaking what was it?
Saints Panthers.
Didn't want to watch Saints
Yeah.
Panthers at
Hey, yo,
all.
Falcons Lions. That would have been a cool primetime game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been.
I mean, there's just no reason the Vikings and Chargers aren't on fucking primetime. Like, it actually
I would have
grinds my
taken
gears.
Miami, Denver.
yeah.
I don't know. Anything.
Yeah.
There
But
aren't that many great games. Buffalo versus the Commanders.
That's
if
a
you
good
could
one,
flex
I
that
think.
into a primetime game.
with that said, I'm taking
I'm-
the Steelers pretty convincingly here.
I'm also taking the Steelers pretty convincingly here.
Also taking the Steelers rather convincingly here.
Taking the Vegas Raiders.
Okay.
Next up, Philadelphia Eagles travel to Tampa Bay as 4.5-point favorites.
The battle of the 2-0 teams.
Huh.
Battle
right.
of the undefeateds.
All right. Part of me is leaning.
It's just perfect.
Go Baker.
Yeah.
Go Baker.
Baker,
Monday
go
night,
home.
Monday night Baker.
But that pass rush will probably make his life miserable. Even though I'm pretty sure a few guys are still going to be out. I don't know if Bradbury's back for sure yet, but I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Sadly.
I'm going with the Eagles too. I know the Bucks have gotten off to a hot start, but I think this is the Eagles get back week. Obviously, they don't really need to get back considering they're 2-0, but the Eagles are going to show why they're one of the best teams in the NFL this week on Monday Night Football.
I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for sure. Baker Mayfield continues to prove to the world that he deserves to be a starting QB in this league.
Okay.
He's going to show the Browns they made a mistake paying that guy as much as they did, and Baker is having a better season.
All right.
Osweezy's also taking the Bucks.
Wow.
Appreciate it, O'Sleazy.
The final game of the week. The Cincinnati Bengals are at home to face the Los Angeles Rams.
Super Bowl matchup.
The Bengals are currently 2.5-point favorites. I don't know who to
I don't
pick
know.
for this one.
I'm going to go with the Rams, bro. I don't know what Joe Burrow's deal is. I don't know if he's playing or not playing. I don't know if you guys know the deal at all.
He didn't really tell me.
Yeah.
There's no injuries reported at the current moment on either side of.
That's just wrong.
So
There's a bunch of them.
that's literally what NFL says to me right here.
Well, ESPN says Joe Burrow, Tyson Anderson, and Nick Scott are all questionable for the
The
Bengals.
2023 NFL injury report says
And for the Rams, we got Joe Noteboom, Puka, Brian Allen, Jonah Williams, and Kobe Durant.
Well, this gives
Kobe
updates-
Durant's a cool name, dude.
That is a really cool. name.
What?
This gives updates on practice, so I don't know. I guess everyone was fine. I have no
Well,
idea.
no, I'm telling you, everyone is indeed not fine.
but they're all
questionable.
likely going to play, is what I'm
So,
assuming.
Dame's getting traded before October 2nd. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, thanks. He told you. Did you see that?
Just came up as a rumor from Danny
Sleeper.
Danny Morange.
Mm.
Sorry, shouldn't have said anything. Whatever. Freaking Andy.
Who you guys taking?
I'm taking
Bro,
LA.
talk into the mic.
I'm taking LA. I'm taking LA. The Bengals offense has looked absolutely atrocious. Matt Stafford has actually looked really, really good. Taking LA.
I'm taking the Bengals. They can't go down 0-3.
They can.
Yeah, they can't lose 3 in a row, right?
No.
They can't.
They can't.
That's what you think.
That's what I know. They can't.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Cincinnati Bengals here. I think Burrow, has a solid game. Hopefully he's healthy.